excited to have you here. We're excited to have these former interns with us today. We are talking about how important internships are to the English Plus and Humanities Plus requirements. And it's something that you can get a lot of experience with and put on your resume and eventually lead to a good career. So these are just a few of many interns that we've had in our department. And if you've done an internship and you'd like to share your experience with us, we would love to hear it. So first we'll have Maddie Dayton share her experiences, and then Ty Singerman, Michael Duvall, Hannah Pugh, and Sydney Biggs. And then at the end of that, we'll have some questions. So start thinking of what you want to ask them about their experiences. Thank you.
Okay, so like she said, my name is Maddie, and I did my internship at an advertising agency in Salt Lake called Fusion 360. And when I was thinking back on kind of what helped me get that internship and kind of what directed me, I thought back to a lot of the opportunities I took advantage of here in the department. I had a professor one day who kind of offhandedly was like, and then like do your internship, and I was like, oh, maybe I could do an internship, and that kind of started the ball rolling. I had never really thought about doing an internship before. And I'm a communications minor, and I really liked the blend of what I could do with an English major and a communications minor. And when I started thinking about it, I realized that I had opened a lot of doors for myself with that combination. And I tried to decide which road I wanted to go down, and I went and talked to the internship advisor, and he kind of helped me narrow some things down. And then I started going to the preparation classes that the department offers. They had a big internship fair, and so prior to the fair, we all got together and we learned how to write writing samples, and there's just like a lot of things I had never thought about. We did practice interviews, we did all sorts of things that would kind of get you geared towards that, and I honestly don't think I would have had an internship without that practice, because I didn't know going into a lot of things. And I had gone to my first interview like prior to this preparation, and they asked like questions. They're like, can you describe yourself in 5 words? I'm like, what? I did not know this was coming, and it was a total train wreck. I looked so stupid, I'm sure. I obviously did not get that internship. And so I started preparing with the internship advisor, and I was going to all these classes, and we did resume critiques, and it kind of helped me gear myself towards the internship I wanted. So I decided that I wanted to work in an advertising agency, and so we updated my resume so it looked a little more trendy and it kind of fit the vibe I was going for. And there were a lot of things that I hadn't thought about, just little details. And even down to, we talked kind of offhandedly about like power poses when you go into the internship interview, just to feel confident. And that was the biggest thing for me, is I felt really ready when I went in for my internship interview, and I was able to tell people what skills I had, why they needed an English major. Like in the humanities in general, sometimes I feel like people are like, oh, you got a degree in humanities, nice try. But it was really important that I have all these skills that are really vital, and I can translate those skills into a valuable work experience. And so it was really good. Those classes helped me be able to go down to the internship interview and say, this is what I can do, this is why you need me here, this is what I'm going to add to your team, and this is why I think that this office would be a great fit for me. And I was able to get an internship up in Fusion 360, and then from that point, the internship class kind of helped me navigate through some of those interesting situations that you end up in. Obviously, I was the only BYU intern up there, and so you get, you know, your little jokes about being from BYU. I had a lot of U students there, and there were some interesting things that I had to navigate through in order to do my job the way I felt like it needed to be done and work on time. And I really wanted to put a good face on and do my best work so that in the future the company would want to hire more BYU interns. And so I just kind of made that my goal, and when things got weird or I didn't know how to navigate a situation, the internship class helped a ton, and I was able to figure out exactly what to do in some of the situations I wasn't used to in order to perform the very best and do the very best work that I could. And I was able to reap the benefits of that hard work. It wasn't always easy. There were times when I thought, oh my word, like 25 pieces this week, like I can't do this, I can't. But you just kind of keep going and keep pushing. And I fell back on those resources that I had here at BYU all the time, and that is, I think, what ultimately helped my internship become successful, and now I have a job there. So it obviously worked, but yeah, so that is the main thing that I really think helped me, was all the things and all the resources that BYU offered. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.